Good morning guys, it is Sunday 25th of March and I'm just going to show you a few of the things that we're doing to prepare for this year's racing. So the first event I have coming up is a track day. It's at Rockingham, April 7th, it's a Saturday. Yesterday I took a trip up to PT Sports Cars, Maidenhead, and just going to show you a few of the things that I got from Ian, really helpful guy, and just a few of the jobs that I've got still to do on the car before we get to Rockingham. So, although not mandatory, I have decided to take the step to get some half doors. Now, slightly for an aerodynamic advantage, but more to sort of help improve safety really. Anyone that's seen any Caterham racing knows that in the event of a car going over, the driver is quite exposed, and as well as arm restraints which hold the driver's arms in, these half doors aren't a bad idea too. Hopefully not planning to need them, but yeah, they also add quite a lot to the car. If you look where they're going to go, it should streamline the air down the side of the car somewhat. So another thing that I was really keen to get was another set of tyres, another set of wheels and tyres. Now these are Avon ZZS. They are used, to say the very least. However, in the very short term, I just need something to get me through Rockingham as a set of spares. I'm currently running Toyo R888Rs, but as you can see, these have had a reasonable amount of use this year, and it's more just the wheels that I was after. Looking to try the new tyre from Nankang. Heard mixed reviews about it, but we're going to have to see. We'll get through Rockingham just with these as a set of spares, and we'll look at some options then. Might be going for a Kumo, but we'll see. One of the other things I managed to get from Ian, who very kindly gave me one of these old bag seats. It was one of the Indie Shroff kits, expanding sort of resin with the beads. It's a very expensive process to have it done custom to yourself. Now this was made for a driver who was very similar build to me, an ex-customer, but the seat's no longer required. The car was converted to a road car, but he let me try the seat, and to be honest, it's 95% there. It's where I need to be for a custom seat. So if you look, it's got a rather interesting bulge around the crotch area. So this is where the crotch strap will come up through. This is for both of the lap belts, and it's a very hugging seat. Now what this is going to do, this is going to replace the tillet that's already in the car. So we'll take this one out. It's only 4 bolts holding this in. I have done a modification on the bolts actually to make them easier to come in and out, but that's going to hold me a lot more securely in the car. Now I'm going to have to move this head restraint plate back. Now if I was to retain the tillet, something that's recommended for racing is down the back of the seat to fill this void with expanding foam, so that there is actually no flex in the back of the seat. But hopefully if this bag seat works and it's comfortable and suitable for me, that won't be a problem. This is the decap pipe that I had made recently. It's not the prettiest, I'm not 100% happy with the look, but it works. Now unfortunately the series I'm in, you have to run a cat because of the age of the car, type of engine and so on, so I'll be putting the old unit back in. A couple of other things that I need to be doing in the next few weeks. Now this is the extinguisher bottle in the boot. You can see here the gauge is actually in the green. It's a Lifeline bottle, I think it's a 2¼ litre, but unfortunately because of the date stamped and written onto here, it's not actually able to be reused, even though the gauge is in the green. So theory is if you pull the extinguisher it will go off. The MSA deem that it's not safe for competition. It's for that reason that I'm going to have to buy a new bottle, in hoping to be able to retain the original plumbing, which is plumbed into the car. There's a nozzle in the driver's footwell. There's also one in the engine bay, points towards the fuel rail and the inlet. I'm going to be getting this bottle, it's an FIA spec bottle rather than MSA, so it's slightly larger, and that should mean that I'm eligible to race in Europe as well as just the UK events. So one of the other things I've done this week is I've sorted out the rain light. So what I've actually done, I've used the fog light switch to control the rain light. So under here, what I've done, I've retained the original Caterham wiring loom, but I've modified it so that it's got a different, almost like an adapter loom, so I can actually run the fog light or the rain light. I just have to switch between the two. So with the fog light turned on, the fog light doesn't work. However, high intensity rain light does. Now it's pretty bright if you catch it in the right light. One of the other things that Ian kindly gave me was some of this roll cage padding. If anyone's done any competition or been around motorsport, you may have seen people using insulation, pipe lagging, pipe insulation from B&Q, Wicks or other hardware stores. Now, although this foam may seem dense enough around your pipes, dense enough for if you were to bang your head on it around the house, but if you're racing and you hit your head on some pipe lagging, it's not going to do anything. You're just going to hit straight into the roll cage. So it's imperative, it's crucial that you buy or acquire the right type of roll cage padding. As you can see, this foam, I say foam, it's almost like a rigid plastic, but it's so dense that it takes great effort to compress it, which is actually what you need around the roll cage of your car. So I've got some on here already. I may look at adding a tiny bit more or moving it slightly, but we'll see how we go. Well, the last thing I just wanted to show you was some decals I've had made up by a local company. Now this guy, CMC Auto Repairs, a guy called Chris, he runs a local garage. He was actually a school friend of mine. I've known him for a number of years, probably heading into 20 odd years now. He started off as a mechanic working for various garages around Bournemouth in the Dorset area, and he's now finally achieved his dream of owning his own garage. Self-employed, he's absolutely loving it. He's flat out at the moment, but he's always looking for more work. So if you are in the Bournemouth area, please let me know, or quick Google search, look on Facebook, you'll find him. But to show my support for him, and he's helping me this year as well, I'm going to be carrying some of his stickers on the car. So I've had these made up. I'm yet to apply them to my car, but yeah, if you want to get any car repairs done in the Bournemouth, Dorset area, do let me know or get in touch with him. Okay, well that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a little bit more of an insight into my car, my racing, preparations ahead of Rockingham. I'm hoping to give you some content going up to Rockingham. One side note, Friday, I passed my ARDS test at Thruxton, which was great. My instructor was rather quiet on my driving assessment, which I think was a good thing. Taking a Porsche around Thruxton was was a great experience. Something I'm probably not going to get to do for a little while yet, but I'm looking forward to sending my licence off Monday, getting it back midweek. I should have my crash helmet coming from Demon Tweaks. I've got a Bell GP3 coming. I've got new gloves, boots, got some underwear, fireproof Nomex underwear coming custom from France, along with a fire extinguisher bottle. So everything's just about coming together now. So thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, if you'd like to see more content, please subscribe, like, and get in touch. Thank you very much.